All right, all right. Welcome to Black Star Sports TV. Coming at you live today. Been a good little while. I know take a few minutes for everybody to see that it's going on and everything, and they'll matriculate in as they do. I appreciate all of you that do find me and everything. But today is a special day for myself personally. Uh, Coach Ron Sims. I know if you've been watching this show for the last few years, as I was more active, you saw him on the show quite a bit. And just today we're celebrating one of his guys, man. A new, nice prospect that just out here now making noise, and we're gonna feature him today. And if you don't know him, by the end of this program, you're gonna know Nashant Dev, man. India's, I predict. I'm saying it right here, right now. So ain't nobody gonna be saying they jumping on later on. I'm saying it right now. I'm claiming. Eventually, this is the first world champion out of India. Yes, sir. And hey, let me bring these guys in now, man, because I don't want to waste too much of their time. And if you don't catch it on the live rewind, catch it on the replay. Yes, sir. How we doing?
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's good to meet you, my man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Yes,
for having
sir.
us.
Yes, indeed. Hey, thank you for taking the time, man. I know you guys is busy. Putting in a lot of work. You got a lot of stuff going on in your schedule and everything. And I definitely appreciate that. You're gonna be a hot commodity. After a while, I ain't gonna be able to get you on here, man. That's good, man. Yes, sir. I got this is Nishant Dev here, and with him is Coach Ron Sims.
Sims, what's
There you
up?
go. Yes,
Right?
indeed. Well, you remember him if you subscribe to this channel, because Coach always on here. Another Cowboy fan as well. You know. Yes, indeed. Hey, like I said, I got your the fight there. I think why don't I just play it in the background while we talk? What do you think? Sound
Sounds
good?
Yes,
yes,
All
sir.
sir.
right. Yes, indeed. I'll play it in the back, man, so everybody can. There we go. There he is, looking sharp out there, man. I tell you, one of the things I noticed the most in this here was how you stayed on his hip and you kept circling to his right. I thought that was genius. You was playing him in his pocket and he couldn't. He was so confused. It threw off everything he wanted to do because he wanted you here, but you was never there. That's great, man. What we got? Money Brown in the building. Salute, Money Brown. Man, it's been a minute. Yes, indeed. Money Brown in the building. Salute to you, good brother. Hope everything well with you. Yes, indeed. Money Brown. Yeah, man. So, but I understand that you and Coach have been together for quite some time.
Yes, we've been like almost 9 years we are together.
Wow. Yeah, I could see it. And one of the things I have to point out is watching you box and watching your fundamentals and everything and knowing Coach and what he likes to do. I could see a lot of that in there, while you were doing that. See how you step to the right there? Man, some good stuff in there. But we'll get to all that. Um, can you tell us about your journey into boxing? What inspired you to lace up the gloves for the first time?
So when I was like when I was like 8 year old, my uncle used to train in Germany, some boxing club. So I've seen him, inspired by him, and
Okay. So your uncle was a fighter.
yes,
Awesome, awesome.
he used to train in Germany in some clubs. So from seeing him get inspired and start the boxing.
Oh man, yeah, that'll get your juices flowing. So growing up, who were your biggest influences in boxing, and how have they shaped your style or mindset?
Um, like running to the years when I'm growing up, when I was like growing up, seeing Floyd Mayweather, seeing so many great boxers with their lifestyle, how they like dreaming and how they're working hard for their to win that world champions title belt and all that. So getting inspired by them and put myself a dream to become like this and become a world champion, become a WBC world champion, make a legacy and have a good lifestyle like them.
Awesome. See, that's what I like to hear. As a boxing fan coming up, I had similar things that impressed me. Like you have some fighters, they'll tell you, well, it's just about the money or whatever, and That's all they're really in for. Salute to Bruce Gas. Bruce Gas, what it is, my brother? Good to see you now. Yes, indeed. Um, and stuff like that. But what attracted me more was the hard work, the dedication, what the fighter put in, and then the other thing is going after the best competition because in your mind you want to prove that you're the best, you know, and that's the beauty of boxing to me. And to hear you speak, I already see that you was the type of fighter that I already would be rooting for. But to hear it from you that hey man, it just lines up perfectly. And I like that you said that because so many these young fighters just know it's all about the bag. All I want the monies and the girls and the fame and what about the discipline? What about the growing? You may start off one style and you might add things on to make you even better later on down the line. Which I know with Coach, that's definitely gonna happen because Coach don't. He, hey, he knows his boxing. So, what's your story outside the ring? Can you share a bit about your hometown, family, or what you were like before boxing became your focus?
So right now for me it's like a new life starting up. Moved to the states, and when I was back in India, my background is a farming background. Mm,
Okay,
my, my father is farmer, and we have like a middle family background, a hard working family. And I moved to US to make my nation proud, make my family proud, and be a world champion, and make my whole nation, make my whole
Pr-
nation proud. Yeah.
yes, sir. See, hey, man, that sounds great, man. That's a hell of a dream, and I'm definitely going to be following you on your journey. And as far as you go, man, we rolling with you. Just know that. Anytime that you fighting anywhere or anything like that, man, I'll be tuned in, checking you out, brother. You on the list now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Um, so, how did you connect with Coach Ron, and what is it like training under his guidance?
So back in 2016, I was in the youth national championship, and I lost quarterfinal fight, and I was crying, sitting down on the corner, and and suddenly coach came up, and he was coach was like, hey, you fought good, you're doing good. This is life, how you have to move on and have to be think about your next. And this is how that things attract me. And that's when coach Ron was back in India. There was an institute called named by Inspire Institute of Sports. He was head coach over there. That was the only institute of back in India. So he was head coach over there. And from there, I turned 16, and I was in 17. So from that day and today, we are together. And the boxing skills what he have been taught teach me, there's the different different from the other coaches. So from them I have learned so many things.
Awesome, awesome, man. And I can see today what coach saw that day when he saw you. And a lot of people don't understand athletes when they get to the emotions and they let them out like that because they don't understand what you're putting into it. And seeing that, and I imagine that's what triggered coach to know that hey, this kid is doing all he can do in there, and you're at the point where you just need that extra guidance to get you over to that land where you want to be. And he knowing that he could provide that for you. Hey, here he come. He said, "Hey, man, let me talk to you." You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that says a lot because you have to build a fighter from the inside. I mean, this is just my philosophy. It doesn't have to be true, but coach know more than I do. But uh, it just seems like if you don't have that on the inside, you'll never be able to bring it up onto the outside. If you get what I'm understanding, what I'm trying to say, because
Yeah.
your dedication and your heart and your intentions is all in the right place and it's lined up to take you in a direction that's going to bring you about greatness. And hey man, I love fighters like that, man. I like to see guys achieve that, man, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. What's a typical day in your training camp like? Can you walk us through your routine? I mean, don't give up no secrets though.
No, so right now I'm in my training camp. So that the day goes off like wake up at like sometimes like 6 or sometimes 7 in the morning, and then have to make our breakfast, and then have to leave for the training, and get some 3 hours 4 hours training in the gym, have some eat. We already, I mean, I make my lunch with myself, take to the gym, and after the training I eat over there. Sometimes we have like 2 times training over there, so I took shower over there, eat little bit, have some rest, and then again we start the training, and came back at like 8 in the evening, get some rest, cook the food, dinner, eat it, and then go to the bed around 11, and the same routine goes every day.
Man, that's dedication. You know, it, a lot of people watch boxing and they look at the finished product of the fights, and they see fighters in the ring. And for me, I don't think you can really appreciate fighters if you don't know what they're going through to prepare themselves to get in there and to exhibit, the benefits of the hard work that they put in. Because like some fighters that don't train as much, you can see the lacking, especially later on in the rounds. And the guys who tend to work harder in the later rounds tend to got they just got that little bit more because they put a little more in. And
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing to see. Now, let me see. Um, Coach, I gotta ask you a question too. What first stood out to you about Nashant Dev when you started working with him?
The first thing, like Nishan has stated, I was hired as the head coach of this Inspire Institute of Sport, and I had to go, around the country to recruit boxers, and so I went to different states, and then went to some of the tournaments to see if I can, start a team. And when Nishan, boxed, like he said, he had lost in the quarterfinals, but I saw potential. And
Mhm.
you know, uh, I feel that if it's anybody that wants that really wants to do it and have the mindset, and they have the desire to learn, uh, hey, we definitely can do it. I mean, I think I have that knowledge, and if you have that desire to do and listen and learn, guess what? You can be whatever you want to be. You just got to put in the work, and believe in yourself, and it'll happen.
There it is. That's very true. Um, as far as your coaching philosophy, when it comes to developing a young fighter like Nissan, um, am I saying that right? I'm sorry, I don't want to say my man's name wrong. Nissan,
Nishan Dev, Nishan Dev.
Nissan. Okay, I'm saying it right. Okay, comes to him. As far as your philosophy and his potential, how did you see that coming together for him?
My philosophy and his is the thing about Nishan Dev. He's always been loyal, and he listened to you listen to what I say. The way that my philosophy and my teachings with boxing, he's always followed it. I don't know if you know or not, but I kind of teach different than what most people teach. Because I've been in there before, and I've done the unnecessary things. You're taught what they call the fundamentals, but I found out that a lot of the things that people call fundamentals is really over exaggerated. you know and it causes one to be off balance, causes one to to exert energy. Of course you want to be in tip top condition, but you want to be efficient in everything you do. Okay, and when I say efficient, you don't want to, overdo anything. You want to get the most. You want to get the most out of what you have, and that's one thing that he's bought into. Even though he's been on national teams and they want to teach other things. Uh, I think he proved he proved to some of the coaches that what he was doing and what he was taught, is sufficient enough. And so he stuck with that, and it he kind of, when you're with somebody for years and they're telling you you're gonna no matter how bad you try to stay one way, but if you got other people every day telling you do something different, guess what? You can kind of sway to that. But he tried to stick to as far as as the best he could, and it got him to the Olympic Games. Probably should have got a medal, but now we're picking up, from there, and we're on a journey, for him to be a world champion. And I think, we're on the right path right now. Just got to remain on that path and be patient. And I'm sure he'll be a world champion within the next 4 years.
Hey, that sounds good. And I have to totally agree with you because that's one of the things that I liked about Earl Spence and Derek James. I thought that their chemistry together was just immaculate. Those guys was in sync. He totally trusts his trainer. His trainer was, and then you'll notice that some trainers, when the fighter comes in between rounds, they'll give him general stuff like, "Hey, man, uh, throw more punches." And it leaves a wide array of things for the fighter to be thinking in the middle of that, and he may be doing something wrong and overdoing it because he just say give you more, as opposed to a trainer saying, "Hey, man, when you go back out there, double up on that jab again, then come back, do this, or whatever it is that he see at the moment. Now that the fighter has something, he don't have to think about the fight. He just say, okay, I'm gonna go out here and do this now. And then when you add it like that, and then before you know it, later in the rounds, all those things added up, and he's just doing everything. He's like, man, I was doing this in the first round, I'm doing this in the second round, third round. By the time the 10th round come on, it's hey, whenever I want to take this guy out. So that's one of the things I like to see, man, and I see that combination with you, coach, and hey, man, it's looking good.
And thanks a
But
lot.
yes, indeed.
I was like,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I don't cut you. But boxing requires both physical and mental preparation. If I can get my own tongue on my tongue, how do you help Nashant build confidence and mental toughness?
Well, I don't do that alone. We have a mental coach. We have a mindset coach that he works with by the name of JM. His name is James Lee. He's out of the DC area, so he helps a lot with the mental and mindset uh, part of it. And I think that's one thing that a lot of boxers are missing nowadays. They rather have a strength and conditioning trainer and all that, but I think the mindset is more important than the strength and well, it's not important. It's more important than the strength and conditioning. But you already have strength and conditioning because what you do in boxing, that's strength and conditioning. People don't understand that. That's strength and conditioning. What you do to prepare, that's all strength and conditioning. Whether you're sparring or hitting the bag and whatever you're doing, that's part of strength and conditioning. But people don't understand that. But the mindset is super important, and this is what a lot of people are lacking in the sport of boxing on the professional level. Like you said, a lot of them looking for the money, but guess what? If you get the proper mindset, the money will come.
Exactly, exactly. Uh, Good brother Bruce Gas has a question. He says, "What was his amateur record, and did he fight any names we should know?"
Tell them what's your amateur record and who did you fight in amateurs? That they get some names that they may know.
So in my amateur record is like I don't know the exact number, but it's like more than 150 fights and around nine losses in my whole, like more than 150. But I have fought with so many good boxers, like one of the US Olympic medalist Omari Jones, uh, Olympic silver medalist Marco Verde, and
Okay.
another Olympic bronze medalist from UK. His name is Louis Richardson. So I have uh, Aslam Bek, world champion from Kazakhstan. I have fought with so many boxers, and some of them I beat them. Some of them I lost with the split decision. But it was a great fight with every each one of them. Like in back in last year in Olympics, I was in quarterfinal, fought with the Mexican boxer Marco Verde. He got silver in Olympics, but it was a co- controversial fight. Being like people seeing them, people whoever seen that fight, people already know that what happened in that fight. But like yeah, we
Hmm.
move on and we forward to the next, and we will see what's coming, what's next for us.
Okay. Now, how would you describe your fighting style? Are you a more of a tactical boxer? I mean, technical boxer, power puncher, or something else?
I mean, what I see, I'm in my boxing style. I have everything. I have speed, timing, power. Like whoever my opponent is, I changes my strategy like that. If he's showing speed, I go like more than speed than him. Like if he show power, I go like more than he has power. And timing, I know what I have learned. I just show my skills, do my techniques, use my tactics in fight, and just and win the fight.
Awesome. Yes, sir. Now, if you could send a message to young boxers watching this interview, what advice would you give them?
All I can say, work hard, be in discipline, like focus. Like more important is focus. You yeah, the time is going so fast. You next 10 years you're gonna regret, or you're gonna see like I wish I could be done more, work hard for this, for the better life, you know. So from now, just being focused what you want to achieve, staying like discipline, and just to work hard. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good there. And now, are there any upcoming fights or events that the fans should keep an eye on?
Yeah, I'm fighting again in July 19th in Dallas with the Bam Cafu undercard.
Oh
And
man.
yes,
Okay.
yes, it's in Dallas. So I would like to everyone whoever wants to come for the fight must come and see the fight and support to me. Show your love and always be like blessings.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you right down the zip, man. I'm here in Houston as well, so it ain't but a couple hours down the road. Have to
Yes,
take a look on that, man.
yes.
Definitely, man. But I definitely wish you luck on that fight, man. Um, well, what do you both think is the future of boxing, especially for young prospects like Nashant?
Mm, I think if you're doing your good things, and if you are stay focused, everything gonna become on by time. So whatever you're doing, just do that, just do focus, and everything gonna become at the right time. Yes.
Okay. What's been your most memorable fight or sparring moment so far, and why?
Or in the fight or in the sparring.
Either one.
I would say the Olympics quarterfinal. That's the only fight I would never forget that, because you know it's been like uh, like controversial fight. So seeing them, I was like winning that fight, and I got whatever we can say robbed, or so that fight I will like never gonna be forget. And inspiring, I have sparred with so many great fighters. I have sparred with McCallan brothers. I've sparred with Shane Mosley Jr. I sparred with Shakur Stevenson. I sparred with Vito. I sparred with Jayat Trucker. I sparred with Marquez. I sparred with Carlos Adamas, the Cuban
Okay.
fighter. I sparred
Okay.
with so many fighters.
Man, yeah, you had quite a mix of styles and skills in that ring with you, man. So you
Yes,
seen some stuff,
yes,
man. Hey,
yes,
that's a way to grow, man. I can see that coach is getting you prime and ready, and just saying that, and be having went through that has to give you confidence, and validate all of your hard work that you can be in there with guys like that. Because the average cat on the street ain't gonna be able to go with them guys. So
Yes.
it's saying a lot, man, and I appreciate that. Now I wanted to ask you some questions, as I know like it's early in your career and just getting used to doing interviews and things, and I'm at the same stage of my side too as on this end. So kind of working together with you, but I don't want to, my whole thing is not to be so formal. So that's it with all the questions, man. From now on, we just gonna chop it up. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, because I can see this must be at the end of the fight. But I really liked what I saw. Yeah, it's like I could almost see what you was thinking as you was fighting, and just and watching you execute them. And that's amazing to watch a fighter like that, because a lot of some fighters are not so technical like that, and like you was defensively responsible, yet you were still aggressive, and you were sticking to the game plan. You stayed on that hip, and you was bringing him to the right, and you was just out of his range, and he kept trying to adjust, but it was no adjustment because you just stayed there and you was consistent and you never changed, and you knew what was working and you stayed there, and that's beautiful. That's where the mental toughness come in, because you stayed on it and you kept on working and implementing it, and it was just nothing for the other guy to do. You can see him look sometime like, what I'm gonna do here, So that was great to see. And who are some of your favorite fighters that you grew up watching, or just admired over the years?
I think not too many, but I have seen like I am Southpaw, so I have seen Crawford. He's Southpaw too. Shakur Stevenson, he's Southpaw. Seeing them, and seeing them, how they using their brain, how they using skills, how they move their feet. So so I imagine myself in them, and how they fight in the ring. So I imagine myself like, okay, so I have to be move like that, I have to be punch like that. So these are like the makes me admire to play like them and make a good boxing style.
Exactly. And see how you look right here, the whole fight. Hey, look, you look like you. I mean, you don't even look like you did 12 jump jacks.
Yeah, I
Not a
mean,
scratch. I mean, hey, man, that that, that's good work.
yes, I mean, lots of people wants me to knock this fight out, but knockouts come just playing. You don't have to go for the knockout. And the second thing, after 5 months, I'm back in the ring. I was just, it was a strategy, the like plan, stick to the plans, like we can say, play like I have to go through the like all rounds and check the gas, how much gas I have in my body. So it was a game strategy plan. Yeah.
That sounds good, my man. And oh, okay, that's basement. Yeah, yeah. I was, and I'm over here. And I'm looking at coach, and coach is all serious, man. It's almost like coaches is never happy with you, but at the same time, inside he's probably dancing the jig, because you guys staying focused is very it's probably the most important thing of everything that you're going to do moving forward, because it's going, as you're growing and things are thrown at you from left and right in all kind of ways. All these things are distractions to get you off that, but
Yeah.
you never let anything take you off that, no matter what losses, uh, 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 anything that could discourage you or could be viewed negative in any way. You make sure you cut that out. You just on to the goal. You always refining yourself, listening to what coach is saying to you. Because if you're doing something wrong, 9 out of 10, coach gonna let you know. Hey man, we're going to pick this up. You ain't doing this right. You know what I'm saying? I'm preaching to the choir.
Yeah, yeah, Black Star. That's one thing that I try to do is make sure, if all the stuff that's going around, whether it's good or bad, guess what? My job, I need to focus and see what's really going on, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that's happening, stuff that other people may see, but I see. Of course, I know what Nishan has. I know he's a very hard worker, and I know what he can do. Okay, uh, but I don't want him to fall for what the fans try to entice him to do. Because I don't know if you saw his first fight. He stopped the guy in his first fight, and everybody was celebrating. But I saw a little bit of recklessness. I
Mhm.
don't like the recklessness because guess what? As the fans was cheering for you, if you get caught and it switch the other way around and the other guy and you go down, guess what? The fans still gonna be cheering for the other guy. So
Exactly.
so don't go by what they cheering and get excited with them. You got to stay technical. Keep your mind set on what you're doing, and don't go overboard because guess what? They'll guide you. They just want to see a knockout. They don't care which side it is.
Yeah,
So
sometimes
hey,
sometimes they try to bait you to get knocked out, and I think that's what they did to poor Devin Haney because Devin was in there trying to fight another fight that ain't his fight, and he did everything all wrong. And you saw what happened to him in that Ryan Garcia fight. I know there were other factors, but if you look at that fight, he was coming forward. He was acting like he was Cesar Chavez or somebody. That ain't him. That's not his fight. And even before that, the Linares fight. After that fight, he come back and he asked Linares, "How's my power?" You see what I'm saying? That's when you let them get into your mentality. Don't allow that, man. You ain't got no room for that. That's no good. Every fight is different. It doesn't matter if a guy is strong or got the punching power or not. It might work with another guy, but hey, you always let yourself know I'm different. You know why? Because I'm defensive responsible. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take care of home. That phone gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay keep my head off the line. All those things like that that you're working so hard on, and that's the part of believing in yourself. But like, I think in that instance, I think Devin kind of let them guys get into his head, and he tried to go out there and prove something. Then no, you fight your fight always, always fight your fight, no matter what. Don't change it up for nothing. People, oh, he doesn't do this, so he don't. Hey, say whatever you say, just like Coach told you. Because today the coaches, the boxing fans are very fickle, and they're very few true fans. But you know, uh, stay focused, my man, and you're gonna be fine.
Yes, sir.
Um, yeah, Coach. Uh, Basement says he's gonna be jumping on here in a little bit. I don't know if you guys still have time. I don't want to tie y'all up all day. I know you guys are busy too, man, and today has been kind of extended trying to get this in, and I don't want to mess up what you guys got going on because we got to train or do anything like that. I totally understand, and just let me know.
all right, we appreciate you, Black Star. Yeah, we just came from practice. Now about to watch the fights on. About to watch. Vito is one of the guys that he sparred, and so
Yeah,
we pulling for Vito. Also, David Stevens fought last night. That's another guy that we sparred. You know, I think he's 168 pound, and he won last night. So
okay.
we get some good work, some excellent work,
Yeah.
and so we just gotta stay on course. We're gonna try to stay active as much as we can,
Yes, sir.
and
Keep grinding.
stay busy. We're gonna stay busy.
Yes, sir. That's the deal right there, man. I tell you. Yeah, because yeah, I definitely like what I see in it, and I see what you like in them. And I remember a couple years back when you had to travel overseas and stuff like that, and they was putting in work with this guy. So we finally get to meet you, man. And I tell you what, man, I'm really happy to see you. I'm glad you made it here, and everything is going well so far. Just want to keep it going. Just keep it going, my man, for
Thank you,
sure.
sir. Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate, sir.
And thanks a lot, Black Straw. We appreciate you having us. We'll holler at you later. You take care.
Okay, yeah, I can get you back on here. We talk about them Cowboys too, man.
All right, sounds good. All right, you guys take
All
care.
right.
Hey, you guys follow. I give your information. All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Where can they follow you at there, Nashant? I
Follow
know
me.
you on Instagram.
Yeah, follow me on, like, the only way you can reach me out is like Instagram. Follow me, Nishant Boxer Junior. Follow me out. Hit me up, DM, and whatever the questions are, I'm gonna be ready to be, give the answers. Gonna be always be a, good responser. So hit me up there, and we get you there.
Only one thing. Yeah, you hit up, you say some negative stuff, I will answer.
Make them run laps, coach.
Nah,
Yes,
I
indeed.
can't make the people run laps there, but the people that talk negative stuff, hey, I will
Yeah,
answer. You
yeah,
okay?
for sure.
Because you got people that's got to say something, and they don't know anything about boxing, but they got something to say all the time. It always happens.
Exactly,
You know.
exactly.
So I will answer. I would try to answer, and I would try to answer respectfully and break it down to you. Whatever level they are. If they're a very beginner, I'll break it down for a beginner. If they're a baby, I'll break it down to like a baby. If they act like an adult, I'll break it down like an adult. That's how. If that's how that's how I do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all
Yes,
right.
indeed.
Thanks again. We'll
Hey,
see you later.
yes, indeed. Thank you, guys, and hopefully we'll do this some more in the future as your career advances. And hey, man, all the way to that championship belt, brother.
All right.
Take
Yes,
care.
indeed.
Take it easy.
All right. Thank you so much, fellas. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right. Yes, indeed. That was Coach and his prospect, Nashant Dev. Man, you can see them on Instagram. Coach's Instagram is tagboxer2. If you don't know, just type in tagboxer2 and you'll go right to his page. He got a lot of good stuff on there. He has some tips and things like that he posts in there and everything, and a lot of you'll see Coach doing all kind of stuff on there. But it's definitely interesting. You should subscribe to him as well over there. And Nashant said, I think he said Nashant Boxer. I think it's his name. But you can get the link through Coach Ron's Instagram as well if you haven't got it there. So just be on the lookout for them. And I'll try to when I get it, I'll put it in the description here too, so you guys can go right to it and follow them as well. Uh, yeah, but this is Nishant here in his last fight, like I say here, and looking pretty fundamentally sound. I liked everything he was doing. I like how he covered up. He kept his chin protected, his chin down and everything like that. And you got guys who are more experienced out here that's doing things, not as sharp as he's looking here because you got guys like Ryan Garcia and stuff. He's always throwing his chin back and stuff, which led to getting dropped a few times and stuff like that though. But it's good to see these young guys coming out here. But I don't want to take up much more of you guys' time. I appreciate those that came in and tuned in and watched this here, man, because this is really a pleasure for me because, like I say, I like what I've seen from this young man, and I've known about him for a few years, but this is the first time I'm starting to get to know him a little bit more for myself. So stay tuned as we follow the journey with Nashon Dev and Coach Ron. And they got, like you said, they got a fight coming up July the 19th in Dallas on the BAM undercard. So, hey, he's building and moving. So, once again, thanks to Bruce Gas coming in through here, man, and Money Brown. Yes, indeed. Hey, Money Brown, man. See money in a minute, man. Um, yeah, that's it, folks. That's Black Star Sports TV, and I'm out of here.